Well, the day is finally here. We've been talking about it all week on the Your Driver Mike team channel. We're driving all weekend. That's right, it's beautiful weather. Mike and I are hitting the road and we're giving you the tips to maximize your time on the road when you're driving your favorite side hustle. My name is Matt, welcome to the channel. I focus on in-the-field content and strategies to make sure you're maximizing your time on the road. So without further ado, let's get right to it and jump into some examples and bring Mike along as we go and drive all weekend long. Got my first order, so we are in a power strip in Oakland. Look at all these stores. My first order was DoorDash, so let's go ahead and break down the earnings on this ride. This is exactly why it's really good to know your marketplace, and that comes with practice. But I knew that this particular Chipotle was typically on their game, whereas other Chipotles near the colleges, not so much. I've waited a very long time at those other Chipotles, so I went ahead and took this order. All right guys, so this is an interesting one. There's a restaurant here, and check out this power strip, by the way. These are all restaurants, and I have a order, and the restaurant was called something else. It was actually called the Soup Kitchen. And anyone that knows and watches the Your Driver Mike channel, there are certain restaurants I try to avoid. Well, this one went by a different name, so I didn't know it was actually the restaurant I was trying to avoid. So really interesting. I actually asked the owners why they came up differently in the system, and they said, yeah, we kind of do it all. So really interesting, that little fun fact there. All right, so a quick tip that I need to tell you. Two things actually. Whenever I've been driving, I've found that after maybe 2 or 3 rides, my Wi-Fi turns on. And this is a problem because we tell you on the Your Driver Mike channel, turn off your Wi-Fi if you can, because imagine your phone trying to connect to all these restaurants as you're walking or driving by. It's going to slow your phone down. And what I've seen is I actually get less requests when my Wi-Fi is on. So turn that off. And then number 2, I've seen my Uber app glitch lately. So whenever it glitches, it doesn't show me the surge. And remember, boost is blue, so that outlined area, that's the boost. Okay, picking up where we left off. The boost is the blue zone, but the surge is the colored areas on the map. And sometimes when I log in, I don't see that. So that's typically tells me, well, I'm not getting my Uber requests. I've only had that on my phone. That's my example. I don't know if you share that as well. So I close the app, reopen it, and that seems to work. So I got this request from Tamarind, really good dollars per mile. So I'm not driving very far and I'm making a fairly good payout for the miles. We like to see dollars per mile of $1.50 to $1.75. All right, so here's my first stop, and check it out, Uber Eats. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this order, and then I got an awesome stacked order after this. So we're gonna go ahead and head to that restaurant after we pick up this one. Check out this building, guys. It's one of my favorite delivery spots in Pittsburgh. So here's a good tip. If you can't find the address, like I couldn't find the address on this delivery with DoorDash, what you can do is actually look at the mail. So there's a lot of Amazon boxes there. Just double check the address on those boxes, and it confirmed that I was at the correct building and I made my delivery. All right, so it's around 3 o'clock right now and orders are piling in, which is a good thing. So if you're not doing so already, consider multi-apping. That's driving on more than one platform at the same time and choosing the one that has the best dollars per mile. So on this particular ride, I had a really good request. Low dollars per mile seemed great. The even better thing, when you're driving near those power strips, which are those areas of high restaurants, I got a really good stack order. So that's an order on top of my ride already, and you can see my new destination includes those 2 requests. So it's really going well today. Let's keep on going. Welcome to downtown Oakland. I'm picking up a stacked order right now. So let's go get it. This is a prime space to get deliveries. So it's 5 o'clock right now. I have about 2 more hours left of driving for just today, and I'll be driving tomorrow. But Here's a good example of a ride that you might not want to take. Now this ride looks on paper like a pretty good ride, but look at where it ends me. It ends me outside of the city. So it might not look that far, but I know a lot of the restaurants, the power strips are in the Squirrel Hill area. So I'm being a little bit picky, but I can be because I'm multi-apping and it's a busy time of day. So I'm gonna go ahead and decline this one, but keep in mind, as you're getting these these food delivery requests, take a look at where the customer endpoint is, and then factor that in when you're making your decision. So we are back. What a crazy shift all over town. And I want to know, how well did I do? How much did I make? And how much can you expect per hour taking all these strategies and tips into account? Let's break down the numbers and see exactly what you can expect. So during this Saturday shift, I drove 5 hours and 55 minutes. I grossed a total revenue of $159.29. Over approximately 6 hours, that comes to $26.54 per hour in gross revenue. I drove a total of 21 deliveries. That gives me an average of $4.02 average tip per delivery for the 21 deliveries. During this 6-hour shift, I drove approximately 63 miles, which yields us a $2.52 pay per mile. In total, that gives us a tax deduction on our miles of $35.28. So I want to hear in the comments section below, how much do you make per hour? What's a good goal number that you have in mind whenever you start your shift? Now remember, the way that we do that is we pay attention to where is the trip ending me. We want to be near those power strips because then you can go immediately online and you don't have to worry about driving around or driving a few minutes to get back to that popular area where all the restaurants are. You can just go right online and start accepting orders. And remember, another big tip is you want to multi-app. So if you're comfortable, that's driving and waiting for a new food delivery request while using multiple apps like Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Grubhub, whatever it happens to be, because then you have more requests coming in and you can choose the absolute best one for you. Knowing your marketplace will save you so much time on the road, and I encourage you to get out there and just try driving. No matter if you start with Uber Eats or DoorDash, knowing your marketplace and knowing the best areas to wait for those deliveries will also really maximize your time. So again, my name is Matt. I am Mike's twin brother. I am a part of the Your Driver Mike team. If you like this content, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel so you can see the future videos that are meant to help you make the most money on the road. Make sure to stay tuned for our future videos, and we'll see you in the next one.